So Israel is going to attack the Iranian nuclear facilities and or Iran's oil reserves. Let's have a look at what is going on in the Middle East. This is Meir Walensky with Driving Markets. So as you're all aware, Iran launched last week 181 cruise missiles at Israel, aiming to knock out military facilities and also attack some of the major cities. Israel, with the help apparently of the US, managed to intercept a lot of those missiles. And this was different from the attack on April the 13th. April the 13th was a 72-hour notice given to Israel, and whereby they launched not only slower attack drones, but they also launched slower missiles, and they had a range of interballistic missiles. In this particular attack last week, what happened was quite simple. They launched 181 cruise missiles, which takes around about 12 minutes to reach Israel. Now, this is a major escalation. As you're well aware that in the Middle East, there's an ongoing war now. Israel has been attacking Hezbollah. They've knocked out Hassan Nasrallah, which is the head of Hezbollah. He's also wanted on the US list as a major terrorist. They've also knocked out the head of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, in Tehran. They've also knocked out a number of generals, around about 20. They also had the Bleeper attack, which was like some sort of James Bond movie. It was incredible, where about 5,000 beepers or pagers, the 1980 style pagers before the onset of the mobile phone, Samsung phone, all exploded. That in itself was a great in-depth espionage exercise. They managed to somehow order, supply and deliver these booby trapped pages to Hezbollah militants, terrorists in Lebanon, and with a push of a button they all exploded. And then the following day the same thing happened with the walkie-talkies and the mobile phones, causing mayhem and chaos. And that essentially knocked out Hezbollah's command and communication center, preparing Israel for a land incursion into southern Lebanon. So why does Israel want to go into southern Lebanon? What exactly is going on? Well, on October the 8th, Hezbollah started to fire rockets from Lebanon, southern Lebanon, into Israel. And that was after the October the 7th, 2023 attack by the savage attack by Hamas, the terrorist group from Gaza, into Israel, killing more than 1,200 people, taking 252 hostages, and 101 of those hostages are still held in dungeons underground, in tunnels, the most absurd, outrageous and awful living conditions, and they're not being released. That was October the 7th, 2023. On October the 8th, 2023, Hezbollah began an 11-month recent campaign of raining down missiles from southern Lebanon on Israel. So Israel has not really retaliated to those missiles. What it's done a like-for-like attack. So as Hezbollah attacks, then Israel retaliates. But around about 4 weeks ago, I should say, after they found the 6 hostages, which became global faces, dead in a tunnel, murdered by Hamas terrorists, then what happened was Israel went on the attack and began to knock out significant numbers of Hezbollah, especially using the pager operation, and then culminating in the knocking out of Hassan Nasrallah, is the head of Hezbollah. And Israel has subsequently been on attack non-stop since knocking out Hezbollah, and that is bringing the region into a lot, or an escalation in regional tension, potential regional war. This week, on the 30th of September, Iran went and fired 181 missiles. It was the 1st of October, actually. He's got the dates wrong. It's more like the 1st of October, so it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday, which was essentially 30th of September, I believe. Knocked out, sent over, or launched 181 cruise missiles at Israel. All of them were intercepted with the assistance of the United States of America Navy, which is situated in the Red Sea and in the Mediterranean. Now, some of those 181 missiles did land. There weren't any deaths, but there was some damage. But Israel now has vowed retaliation to Tehran. And the question is, what are they going to attack? Are they going to attack their nuclear facilities, or are they going to attack their oil facilities? The probability is they're going to attack both. So economically, they can send Iran back several years by attacking the oil reserves and the oil refineries. And then as far as the nuclear facilities are concerned, what they really want to do is send Iran back 15 years. That's really what they're looking to do. I don't think they'll be able to knock out all of the nuclear facilities, because those nuclear facilities are well embedded deep in the mountains, and I don't think there is a sufficient or a powerful enough bunker buster to penetrate hard mountains, hard rock, and get down to the actual nuclear facilities where they are enriching uranium. And they are on a very close to producing a nuclear bomb, which no doubt, if not used, would be a major threat to countries around the Middle East. Now, Iran has its influence in Iraq and Syria and Lebanon and Yemen, with other countries it's trying to penetrate. For example, it's trying to get involved in Jordan, which is an immediate border with Israel. So what you're likely to have is some sort of regional escalation. So if Israel, or when Israel attacks Iran, then Iran will then consider what its options are. Could call it a day and say, you know what, they've attacked Iran, let's call it a day, tit for tat, it's over, and then Israel will just focus on Hezbollah. That is highly unlikely. What's more likely to happen is that Israel will fulfill a significant strike on Iran. Iran will retaliate, and they're going to have a further escalation as far as the Middle East is concerned. And that escalation is going to lead to potentially a regional war, which Biden, Kamala Harris, and all of the Biden administration, Washington, do not want. Why? One, they don't want a regional war. Two, there's elections coming up which would knock Kamala Harris's chances of getting in. And three, it would commit US forces back once again to the Middle East. So Israel is likely to strike in the next few days, more likely in the next week, or maybe after the Jewish festival of Yom Kippur, but they are going to strike Iran. Absolutely certain they're going to strike. My bet is that they're going to hit the nuclear facility. You can share, subscribe to this particular channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. We talk about everything to do with geopolitics and fundamentals in financial markets. This is Meir Walensky with Driving Markets. Have a good day.